Peace, family. The other day I did a video. I talked about the healthy fear of God that we have that commits us to a lifestyle that will hopefully have us live a heavenly existence that everybody wants. I contrasted that with the unhealthy fear of whites that blacks seem to have that commits them to a lifestyle that nobody wants. There isn't a race of people on the planet that want to trade places with black people to live in a land, a city, a country where they own or control or influence none of their social order, none of their economics, none of their politics, none of their business and industry, none of the courts. There isn't a race of people on the planet that would trade places with us. And it is because this unhealthy fear has left us in a position where we are the only people in history that can be re-enslaved by the same people who enslaved us the first time. We're the only ones. And in fact, every time there has been some type of reset of America, when you think about Reconstruction or the Great Depression, our people have always served from the bottom up. We're last in every statistical category that governs over our way of life. It's time we as a people admit that we are America's reusable slaves. Every time there is a global, economic, or pandemic event, our people will bear the brunt of it. When you looked at the predictions that they give with the Mayan calendar having the world end in 2012, Negroes were going to be the first ones to die. When they talk about in 2053, blacks will have a negative economic situation because we own and control none of these institutions. We are at the whim of every race of people on the planet. During any type of pandemic, when America catch a cold, black people will catch the flu. And why is it that black people always suffer the most and profit the least? It's because every race of people has some internal means to sustain their way of life. Let me repeat that. Every race of people on this planet got some internal means that they come up with themselves to sustain their own way of life. We the only ones who we have not built anything for ourselves that we can go to and never have to go to anybody else for. And this is 150 some years beyond slavery. Let that sink in. If we don't get serious about us, not only will we become reusable slaves, but we're going to become disposable slaves, and our children is going to take our place. We're going to have a generation of children that have not seen our people take control, ownership, or influence on their way of life. We'll be like disposable razors. They'll use us up, and as soon as we get too old and too dull, they'll throw us out and grab a fresh new one. And these fresh new ones will be your sons and your daughters. We cannot make a heaven, but we can make our own existence. It amazes me that we can commit to a way of life to get to a heaven that we can't make, but we can't commit to a way of life to live forever in a land that we can make. I'm going to end this video here. And if you like this message, and if you like this content, and if you like this pressure that I put on our oppressor, put a little pressure on that follow, subscribe, and share button, and catch me in my next video. Ashe.